watch it, bud. You gotta look out. That pretty girl. Very pretty girl. Brought Foxy out this morning. She was out earlier. Actually, she was out last night. This girl was out last night. I know I ain't been around in a while, so we'll see if anybody shows up. Pretty girl. Oh, watch your tail, girl. Watch your tail. My sweetheart. Figured I'd come on this morning for a little bit. It was minus 9 degrees last night. Well, this morning when I woke up, it was 9 degrees, minus 9. Woke up to frozen water. Had to break out the space heater and thaw out the water pipes. That's why I was late this morning coming on. This is Foxy. And she ain't been out in a little bit. Raven's been out a bunch. Wife's been holding the hell out of Raven lately. She's been holding Raven more than me. The only thing my wife hasn't done is taken her out yet. But my wife reaches in, pets her now and all that. It's kind of funny. Wife got over it real quick. Real quick like. But obviously Raven's been a sweetheart for her. I'll upload this one whether anybody watches or not. Gives people a chance to watch it in their leisure. But this is Foxy, and she is a hypo leopard. At least that's what she was sold to me as. I got her off an auction. What, 5 years ago? 5 years ago. If anybody wants to look back, you can see the unboxing. I got unboxings of all these snakes. All my snakes that I got, I purchased. I've got unboxings of every snake. And because hatchlings, I got hatchling videos. I got videos out there that of the whole process of breeding, to the locks, to them laying. Try to show you her tail. It's really pretty. She's a really pretty girl. And if you notice, my boas don't act like normal boas. You know, I don't have to like keep them, you know, with me or whatever. They don't try to get away. You know, their whole body don't move. You know, she'll move like the first third or half of her body. You know, but never really going anywhere. I don't have to like redirect them and stuff. My boas are really super chill. Very fortunate. And as you see, I don't hook train, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't. You know, but I've had her for 5 years now. She started out just like Motley. You know, and I know this put some people off, but she started out like Motley, you know, in this size tub. And then I moved her up, you know, into the CB70, and then she'll move up from the CB70 to probably something like that, which is like 62 quart. And then I got the big 74, 76 quart tubs. Like my big boas are in, and I understand a lot of people aren't, it's controversial, but instead of concentrating on the way people are housing them, how about we concentrate on how the snakes behave when they have them out? Because that's a telltale sign too. Just because we feel that, way somebody else is keeping their snakes, it really depends on the snakes. And if the snakes are fine and they're super chill and they eat whenever you're offering them, like ball pythons are known to be, picky eaters. Mine aren't. I don't have picky eaters. I don't have snakes go off food. From whether it's wintertime or summertime, they all eat on a schedule. If they don't eat this week, if they're supposed to eat this week and they don't, they'll eat the following week. I don't wait 2 more weeks. If they don't eat the week that they're supposed to eat, I offer them once a week after until they do eat. But it's normally they don't eat for 1 week, they'll eat the following week. I have perfect sheds. My snake's temperaments are amazing. Like I said, I don't tap train my boas. I just reach in and I pull them out. If my snakes were, unhappy in any way, they're like any of us. Animals aren't different than we are. If we're not happy in our situation, we act out. We make it be known that we're not happy. Snakes are no different. Dogs are no different. Cats are no different. If you're not doing what you should be doing with your animals, they're going to act out. They're going to act up. They're not going to act chill and super docile. They're going to act out one way or the other, whether it's it could be just as simple as them running, like them just constantly wanting to get away from you. When you go take them out, they're just running away from you. you know and I understand some snakes are just like that, but I don't have any that are like that. So I don't understand a lot of the other side of things. And I'll go back and say I truly believe it's because of the way I house my snakes. But it's not just how I house; it's how I interact with them. It's how I keep to a feeding schedule. Everything here, when it comes to food and cleaning wise, it's on a schedule. Every morning I come in here first thing and I go through every snake rack, every tub, make sure that they don't need to be cleaned or changed, need moisture, whatever. I go through every morning, and then I come through 2 to 3 times throughout the day doing the same thing. But I'm also taking them out. I'm holding one while I go through all the tubs. I normally always take a different snake out when I'm going through these racks. I'll throw them around my neck, go through, I'll clean with them around my neck. If it's, if they're not really, if they want to explore or whatever, I'll just set them on one of my big boa tubs and they'll just sit there and watch me or whatever. But for the most part, they're always getting some sort of interaction. And I mean, look, how many guys do you see out there that when they take their boas out, that they end up acting more like ball pythons than boa constrictors? All my boas, when I take them out and have them out for any length of time, they always end up doing just this. They find a spot that they're comfortable and they just hang out there. She's not uncomfortable in any way. If she was uncomfortable being out or whatever, or being here with me, she wouldn't be just sitting here with me. And I know some people are going, all that don't really know snakes and don't know, snake language yet, don't know how to read them, meaning they think that she's looking like she's going to strike me. She's not. This is just a position that she feels comfortable in. She is just draped over my hand. You can see she's not ridged up in any way, meaning that she's just sitting there relaxed. She's like a limp noodle just draped over my hand. She's not squeezing me in any shape or form, and she's just resting there with her head on me. I have a deep voice, and I honestly think that my snakes like the vibration of my voice, because anybody that's watched me on regular will see that my boas normally end up like right here at my chest for some reason, and I think it's because they like the vibration of my voice. You know, it's kind of raspy and deep, so you know it probably gives off quite a vibration, fucking, when they're leaned up against me or whatever. I see we got nobody in, but that's all right. I'm gonna sit right here and talk to you like there's somebody watching. Because probably somebody. Evie will watch us when she gets a chance. Evan might watch too. We'll see. No, maybe not. Everybody gets busy. Seems like everybody gets busy the closer we get to good weather. But I've got 3 inches of snow on the ground here. Normally there'd be 3 to 4 feet of snow out here. I've had 3 inches of snow. It was a white Christmas. We got like 10 inches of snow over Christmas, and then 3 days after Christmas, we got 4 days of rain, and all the snow went away. It was bare ground for Christ right up till probably what, a week ago, I think. Maybe no, it was like 4 days ago. We got 3 inches of snow, and that's all the snow we got in the yard right now is 3 inches. Everybody like Florida, every place else that's normally warm is getting our fucking snow, which is awesome. I hate snow. I feel bad for you guys because you guys don't know how to deal with it. You know, your states don't know how to deal. You know, it's just a walk in the park for us. I mean, our kids, we get 10 inches of snow on the ground. Our kids still go to school. You know, buses still fucking bus here. Like, you know, I mean, Christ, I remember when I was a kid fucking walking to school, and there's like I said, 10 inches to a foot of snow in the road, man, and I'm walking to school, and the buses were still fucking running. You know, I mean, it's crazy to see that, you know, some places, oh, they get an inch of snow and they shut the state down. It's funny for us Mainers anyway. But no, so I figured I'd have this girl out for a little bit this morning. See if anybody show up. Probably ain't even notified anybody that I'm even on yet. But I ain't been on in been over a week, probably a week and a half now. Just ain't been a lot going on. You know. Evie sent me the link to the latest Boa Files video, where he did a live podcast, or whatever you want to call it, with the founder of Ship Your Reptiles, Kevin something, and Jeff. I can't remember his last name. Jeff's the other guy from Boa Files, and they were talking about breeding boas, and what you know, things that tell them when their snakes are, you know, ready to go, you know, when they're getting ready to ovulate and all that, which is pretty interesting for anybody that thinking about breeding boas. You know, I'm not at that point. You know, I got all females anyway. I'm not even at a point where I could breed anyway. I got all female boas. I don't have any males. None. No males. So, good morning. I see somebody popped in. Don't pop out just yet. Good morning. I did hear from, what the hell's her name? Oh, yeah, see, you already left. Thanks. Whatever. No, I'm just sitting here hanging out with my foxy girl. See, I'd say I got some pretty chill boas. But yeah, there's no plan of breeding here. Not boas. And I'm done probably breeding balls for now, too. I mean, the market's just saturated, and I'm telling you, and I'm fine because I didn't fucking get into this for breeding anyway. Anybody that fucking been watching me for a long time knows that I got into it for the love of snakes and the love of ball pythons, and then it evolved into realizing that I was ready for boa constrictors. I was ready for boa constrictors. I could have gotten a boa constrictor at first because I really wanted a boa constrictor at first, but I knew they had bigger teeth, and I honestly was, I believed, and I don't know why. Can't say that I actually saw videos that they seemed more bitey or anything like that, but to me, I thought boa constrictors were more bitey. And I knew that they had bigger teeth. And in the beginning, I mean, I love animals and I've always liked snakes, but I was scared of them. So I was like, oh, boas fit, ball pythons would be a better fit for me. And then I got ball pythons, and they were amazing. They are amazing. They're super fucking chill. I mean, I can't even imagine bad ball python. I mean, what did I figure? I've got 38, 37, 38 ball pythons and 5 boa constrictors. So, I mean, I know I got enough ball pythons that I can say I don't have a bitey, pissy pants ball python. All of them are super fucking chill. But same thing goes for my my boas. My boas are all super chill. They don't, you know what I mean? They're amazing. They're amazing animals. For anybody out there that don't think that that you like snakes, but you just don't think that they're right for you because you think they're bitey and all that. I'm telling you, if you treat them with love and respect like you would any other animal that you have, you're gonna get the same reaction that you get with your other animals. They don't gonna kiss your face and not necessarily gonna run into you fucking every time that they see you, but they'll get to the point where literally my snakes, when I open tubs up and shit, they come to me because they like me. It's not because they're that unhappy in their enclosure. It's just that they enjoy, and I'll say it, they enjoy the time that we have when they are out. That's why this is the kind of interactions I have with my snakes right here. And it's because they're comfortable no matter where they are, whether it's in their controversial enclosure or whether they're out with me. This is exactly the way my boas, my ball pythons act. This is our normal interaction, whether what snake I have out, whether it's ball. This is it. Right down to my wild caught Guyana. While her parents were wild caught, she was the first clutch out of those two capped after those two wild caught male and female boas. That's what she's a result of two wild caught male and females produced her, but she was produced in captivity. But she still came from wild parents. See her? Just sitting there. No, it's not because they're unhappy. She's a boa constrictor, and she's I would say a normal acting boa constrictor for me. But yes, most of the time when we see people interacting with their boa constrictors, we're not seeing this. And I'm not saying that they doing anything necessarily wrong. I'm just saying I have a really good relationship with my snakes, all my snakes. And I'm not taking away from what other people's snakes, how they act compared to mine. I'm just saying that to me, my opinion is mine act way more sociable than those ones. And that's fine. It's not a big deal. But this to me is a more appealing pet, than what we normally see, other people's boas acting like. Is all I'm saying. Is I just want people to realize that there are boas out there, and there are people like me, other people like me, that have this interaction with our snakes. That this is the norm for us, and what we normally see in videos where they hand over hand, gotta redirect them a lot, and this and that, and you see them keeping them away from their face, and I totally get it. But that shows comfortability. When you don't want them around your face, that tells me that obviously they've had an interaction with that snake at one point in time that told them that, look, I don't want to be having this snake up on my face. But I do. I'm not saying it's smart, but some things preventative. I do preventative maintenance to make sure that nothing happens. And I know by having them up around my face, that's not preventative maintenance. But you see her, how many boa constrictors you see? I do know there are other boas that act like this, but this isn't the norm. This isn't how we normally see boas interacting with their keepers. And this is how my 5 boas act with me when I have them out. They'll move around a little bit, but they always find a spot where they're comfortable, and then they just hang out with me. They're amazing movie hangers. I love having them out watching movies. And I know a lot of people go, oh my God, fucking having a boa out would be the worst thing, trying to watch a movie. Not mine. Because this is what they do when I have them out. I sit in a chair, they crawl around a little bit, they find a spot that they like, and then they just hang out with me. I get to enjoy the movie because I'm not sitting there having to watch and worry about where my snakes are going. Because they just want to be with me. They just want to hang out with me. My dog's walking around, fucking in front of them. My bird's going off beside me in her cage, and they could care less. They don't care about anything that's going on. They're just happy to be out hanging out with me. I shit you not. That's what it is. It's that I've got them so used and comfortable with me that when I take them out, they don't want to go anywhere, because they're like, hey, this is my person. I can do whatever I want because I don't redirect them. I pretty much let them do whatever they want. I'm not, but I don't have to redirect. People see that. I don't. I pretty much let my snakes do whatever they want. I woke up, it's -9 degrees here. I didn't know if I should acknowledge that I see that somebody's in here or not, because normally when that happens, they leave. I don't know who you are, so it's no big deal. I appreciate you hanging out with me, because for about 23 minutes, I've been sitting here talking to myself. So thank you very much. But I don't know if you're new or not, but this is Foxy. She's a hypo leopard boa constrictor. Acting like my boa constrictors act. Just happy to hang out with me. Hey, what's going on, Snake Man? Hey, I appreciate the comment. Fuck yeah, I take it you're from Pennsylvania. I'm from Maine, if you can't tell by the accent. Oh, it's Patrick. You changing name from Patrick a little bit of everything? Or you just you gonna rock 2 separate channels? Is that the Patrick? I only think I got one Patrick. Patrick's not from Pennsylvania, though. He's from Oregon. You the Patrick from Oregon? Oh, Snake Man pal. Okay. All right. It fucked me up for a minute. You know what I mean? Because I was like, man, I know I only won't know one Patrick. How the hell's it going, brother? I know I ain't been on in a while. Again. And you're in Virginia. Why do I said Oregon? Fucking A, man. Good morning. Just me and Patrick. Patrick's made me look like a fool because... And it's all good, buddy. It's all good. I make myself look like a fool all the time. He's from Vermont. Is it Vermont? Virginia. Fucking Oregon, Vermont, Virginia. He's in Virginia. Yeah, we don't have shit for snow here. We got 3 inches. We should have 4 feet of snow, at least, Patrick. But we've gotten that cold weather, though. It's -9 today. I woke up to fucking frozen fucking pipes. I had to break the space heater out and fucking thaw the pipes out, but we're all good now. Fucking, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Everybody else has gotten us snow. But it's been cold. It's a high of 18 degrees today. It's going to be fucking -4 again tonight. I fucking had no problem with water yesterday, but the 9 degrees this morning fucking was a little too much, I guess. And I even have my well pump in. -9. And that's not no wind chill. That's just the temperature. And the feels like was like fucking -12. You know what I mean? But I didn't look to see what the wind chill was because it is a little breezy today. So that will actually drop it some too. But yeah, fucking -9. But it's still mild. I mean, normally it'd be -20 right now, Pat. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's in the 20s, yeah. You guys have got snow too. You don't normally get snow in Virginia, do you? I mean, up in the mountains, maybe. Do you have mountains in Virginia? I'm dumb as dirt when it comes to fucking where any place is. I don't care. I'm just a fucking redneck who loves animals. Never claimed to be the smartest fucking tool in the shed. I'm just every hole is the goal. No, that's my motto. Every hole is the goal. That's what's important. Guys want to see some of my babies? My babies are so fucking cool and chill. Look at this look at this. That fucking pattern crazy. This is Aphrodite. She's like silver gray. It's like a silver gray in between, and then that bright fucking yellow, you know, with the black highlights. It's fucking amazing. Oh. Yeah, and she's a pretty good sized girl. Pretty good sized girl. I'll show you my biggest girl out of that clutch though. This is my biggest girl. This is Indica. No, Sativa. Sorry. This is Sativa. Oh. And she is, let me get here in the light so you can see. She is my biggest one out of the first clutch, out of the leopard clutch. This girl is a black pastel. Let me do this again. She's a leopard, black pastel, super pastel is what this girl is. And she got crazy ass pattern too. And you see how she's got that off yellow? It's not a white or an antique white. It's like an off yellow in between the darks. You see it? I know it's kind of hard to tell, but believe me, it's like a yellow. It's like a yellow in between, but like a cream, more of a cream-like yellow. You know, compared to this yellow, this bright yellow. Hers is more of a. You can see it a little bit right there in the where her belly curls. But she's got fucking crazy ass pattern too. But this is a super pastel leopard, is what this girl is, and this is a leopard black pastel super pastel. Yeah, so I'm very proud of these. I mean, honestly, these look way, you know, they look like they're worth more than they are, Pat. They're just really good examples. You know, she's a really good example of a fucking super pastel leopard. You know, she's just a really good fucking clean version of it. You know what I mean? But honestly, I bet she's not more than probably 300 bucks, maybe. You know, this girl, I don't know, because honestly, I haven't seen any on Morph Market. You know what I mean? And she's not a world's first or nothing. It's just, you know what I mean? These are throwaway snakes. You know, these aren't nothing special. But yes, to you and I, because, you know, I don't fucking look at price tags. When I looked at buying snakes and shit, I had an idea what I was looking for. And then I went and looked through them. I didn't look at the price tag. That didn't tell me that didn't appeal to my eye. Just because something's fucking $1,000 did not fucking do anything for me. I was, you know, I can tell you right now, I see some $200 fucking snakes that I think are way cheap. I look at them and I go, holy fuck, man. I look at the price and I go, you gotta be kidding me. That fucking snake looks like it fucking should be at least $1,000 to me, just because of how super clean they are. I mean, you know what I mean? A super clean version, like perfect. And it's got a $200 tag on it because it's, you know, the leopard, fucking pastel leopard, fucking, it's not, you know, it had its day. You know, don't get me wrong, the leopard pastel stuff had its day, and it still has its day now. But you've got to have, you know, 4 or 5 other fucking hits or visuals, you know, going with it in order to get it up there. You know, but like I say, if you're a pet person, don't look at the damn price. You know, look at what looks good to you, because you're the one that's going to have to take care of it. These people that you think that are going to just be, you know, and not everybody's like that, but I know there are a lot of people out there that do YouTube videos that think, oh, if I go get this extravagant fucking snake, everybody's going to want to watch me. That ain't how it happens. They either want to watch you or they don't. They don't give a shit how much you paid for your snake. You know, some people might watch because they want to see what fucking a $20,000 snake looks like. But most of us all come away, I'm pretty sure, that we look at it and go, there's no way I pay $20,000 for that. You know, but that's fine that somebody does see the beauty in it, but, you know, but there are plenty of $2,000 snakes that I go, I wouldn't fucking pay $500 for it. But that's me. But that's what I'm trying to get through to everybody. Don't go with fucking society. Go with what you like. You're the one that's going to spend your hard-earned money taking care of these animals. Clout is only going to fucking keep you fucking, you know, your feet off the ground for so long, and then that's going to go away, and you're left with fucking still taking care of that snake, fucking still spending your hard-earned money on that snake. So you best be making sure that you buy what you like and not what you think is going to get you views or people that are going to want, you know, going to be fumbling over themselves to come look, because where I live, there ain't nobody fucking calling me up wanting to come fucking check out my snakes. You know, and you got, I know I've got some beautiful fucking snakes, but if people aren't into snakes, they don't give a fuck how fucking beautiful they are or how beautiful you think they are. No, and that's fucking, there's nothing wrong with that. But you know what I mean? And I know you get it, Patrick. I know you get it because I can tell you're grounded like me. We're just real people. You know what I mean? Fucking, this is who we are. You know, I'm not gonna dress up and I'm not gonna fucking dance a jig and all that. I'm just gonna be myself and I get that from you. I know you do all the skits and all that stuff, but that's not you. I know that's not really you. Yes, I guarantee you enjoy it because I can tell you enjoy it, but that's not really you. That's a portrayal of you. You know what I mean? You seem down to earth and like I am. I try to be down to earth. No, I try. I try. I watched the guy get bit this morning by his boa. One of his babies. You see her head right there? Oh, I gotta grab her at a different spot. I know, girl. No, she got. Oh, look, she got me by her tail. Just a second. I'm only gonna do it for a second, guys. It didn't bother a bit, though. No. I did have a guy to tell you guys to watch. K Reptiles. Can't remember his first name though. I want to say it's Evan. Evan K Reptiles. He does boa constrictors. Again, this is Motley. She's probably my most active boa. You know, she's probably the one boa that acts more like, you know, other boas that we see. Yes, no, I know, and I'm not saying nothing about you. You know, you know, it just, I don't know. What you're doing to me, I don't find ridiculous. You know what I mean? But some people do some ridiculous shit that makes them look fucking stupid. And to me, I don't want to make myself look completely stupid to get fucking people to watch me. Because a lot of people don't realize people aren't watching you because they're laughing at you. They're not laughing with you. Oh, there's a difference. And I know the difference. Oh, and I'm not down. I understand if I want to fucking, do stupid shit and fucking, that will get views. But I'm not into making myself look fucking retarded to fucking get views. And you're not. I like what you do, actually. I actually like that kind of thing. But you know what I'm talking about. There are just people out there that do some ridiculous shit. And I'm just like, why does anybody even watch this shit? But it's because they're brain dead. They're fucking brain dead. They got no life. But I like watching motorcycle crashes and hot rod crashes and stuff like that. But obviously, these people aren't doing it on purpose to fucking get views. You know what I mean? The shit that doesn't seem like it's done on purpose, like, you know what I mean? Like America's Funniest Home Videos got to the point where we could see that people were fucking making this, had these fucking skits planned and then they just shot it. But it was supposed to be like, it was happening naturally, but it's not. But yes, I definitely like the way you do your shit, dude. Because you're not making yourself out to be ridiculous or stupid. You know what I mean? I don't I don't watch your stuff and go, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? The only reason he's getting views is because he's stupid. You know what I mean? Being stupid. Not, no. Your skits are funny. It's And it's not fucking done by fucking belittling yourself or making yourself look fucking stupid. You know, I'm not putting on a fucking dress. I can tell you that. You'll never fucking ever see me put on a fucking dress to get fucking goddamn views. Fuck that. Some of us give a fuck about our reputation, you know what I mean? Some of us, that's all we got. So the last thing I'm gonna do is fucking go ahead and fucking give fucking people fucking something to fucking, say about my reputation. Guys wearing dresses and shit. She's gotten dark, huh? She just keeps getting darker and darker too, this girl. She's just improving. She's so good. I mean, she is, like I said, she's probably my most runniest boa, but I don't have to freaking keep her here. You know what I mean? I just fucking she'll just climb around on me, fucking, and she don't squeeze other than to hold on, fucking. She's not all ridged up. I mean, no, that's what I'm saying. That's why I like what you do, but I don't want, the editing. I don't know how to edit. I couldn't, I haven't even tried to figure it out, but because I know me, I'll get frustrated and I don't have anybody. I've asked a couple people to help me fucking, because all I really do is need somebody to physically show me. I am not a person that can visually fucking see shit in my head. I've got to see it done, but once I've done it once, that's it. I can do it after that as long as I do it on a daily, because routine is big time for me because I forget. Anything that's not a routine, fucking, I totally forget, and I feels like I have to learn it all over again. So the editing would be like that. I'd have to do it every fucking day to keep it fresh in my mind. But I could do it once I had somebody show me. I would love to have an intro. But I had a guy make me an intro for my weed channel, but I didn't even know how to upload it in the fucking beginning of the video. So it made no sense for me to have that intro made because I couldn't even use that. You know what I mean? I'm so confused when it comes to computers. I'm not good with computers. And, so there goes that. And there's nobody around here. There's nobody fucking cool here in Maine. I fucking hate everybody here. I hate everybody everywhere. I'm not prejudiced. I hate everybody everywhere. It just sucks. Because computers and shit like that, fucking nobody wants to fucking help anybody. They all want to keep that shit to themselves like it's fucking something, like it's something special. Well, it is special, I guess, but they're more special than me because I can't use one. I can turn it on and I can turn it the fuck off. And I guarantee I can turn it off. Even if I can't figure out how to turn it on, I guarantee I know how to turn the fucking thing off. I just pick the fucking thing up and smash it. You do better than me. I can't do any of those shorts. It took me fucking 2 years to figure out how to add music to a video, dude. And that's no shit. I'm fucking telling you, dude. It took me 2 years to figure out how to fucking just add music to a fucking video. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And that's how I've actually got my fucking Instagram to fucking blow up. Because I'm telling you right now, pictures do okay. But fucking reels in the stories. You do reels and stories on Instagram, I get so many views, compared to my picture views. Because those views, even though I'm not gaining, more than, 2 or 3 sometimes followers, but I'm still gaining, which with my pictures, it's only people that fucking actually follow me that see my Instagram pictures. So I've noticed since I've actually started shooting reels, but I hated the fucking, I didn't know how to fucking go over my voice. sitting there telling my wife, you know, what shots to get. You know, I'm holding the snakes and I'm sitting there telling my wife, hey, can you get it? Get the headshot, get a headshot. You know, and I was like, man, I don't want to fucking have me fucking sitting there talking in it the whole time. So then I finally figured out, oh, you that little music fucking icon, hit it. And whoa, because at first if I hit anything, I was like fucking myself all up. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck I just pushed. YouTube was fucking something, just fucking shooting videos, fucking figuring out how to upload videos and shit. For me, seemed hard. And anybody that fucking shoots with their phone like me knows it's easy as hell. It's fucking so easy. But it seemed like fucking a foreign language to me, like trying to learn Chinese, you know? And I was just like, man, and I just got so frustrated. Granted, I'm a lot better now. I'm on pills fucking to help me meet. I'm not on Perks, or nothing like that. You know, I'm not on Percocet. Not Percocet. What is it? Fucking, what's that fucking happy one? Oh, what's the happy pill that everybody used to get? I can't think of it. Valium, but there's another one too. I mean, back in the fucking 90s, everybody and their brother was on this shit. And I can't remember what the fuck it was. And it was a happy pill. Everybody knew it was a happy pill. It just take miserable people and make them happy. See, you gotta watch her, though, because she will let go of her tail. She's the only boa I got that literally all of a sudden sometimes will just go limp. Like she fucking, like, she's like, oh, well, you got me. No, I didn't just have you. But I did get you. And she's so good. See, I mean, I can do whatever I want with them. They're so good. They really are. That's really the only reason I even shoot these videos, because I just want to show off how fucking great my fucking snakes are, because I do. To me, I've got some of the best. Look, I'm sitting here patting her on her head. I got some of the world's fucking best snakes, I swear to God. And I know there are others like that, you know, too. You know, but I've got 40 fucking snakes, dude. I got 40 of the best behaved snakes. I can pull out any snake in this fucking room, and it's exactly like this. Oh, you didn't hear? I think you knew. I know you can't type because you're at work or whatever, dude. And that's perfectly fucking fine. You don't have to fucking chit-chat with me. I just appreciate you fucking hanging out with me. But my wife does not normally hold my fucking Guyana boa. Because fucking Raven, when we first got it, was a fucking wicked hissy pants. The first 3 times I took her out, she was, I mean, I couldn't believe it. Because honestly, she was probably a little bit bigger than this girl here when I first got Raven. She was probably a little bit bigger than her. And she was so fucking loud. Yes, she is super comfortable. And she gets overly confident because she'll just let go of me. You know what I mean? Because she's in like, yes, in the whole let me pat her and all that. It's because they are confident. You know, they're confident and they realize that I'm no threat. In the 5 years I've had her, I have never ever done anything to her that's ever been like even off-putting. You know, the most off-putting thing I've ever done to them is taking them out when they didn't realize that that's what was going on in the beginning. You know what I mean? That was the most off-putting thing I ever did to them. Because even when I took them out, I would just do the hand over hand, and I would let them pretty much do what they want. But I always was really lucky with them. I would always stand up with them, so they didn't really have anywhere they could go and try to go to. You know what I mean? And that's key too. If you sit down with your snakes in the very beginning, you're going to end up having to fucking, you know, keep them with you because they're going to want to try to go find someplace else where they feel safer because they're not in the very beginning. They're not necessarily going to feel the safest with us. So the best thing to do is to stand up with them, I find. because then they don't feel like they can get anywhere, and they'll just pretty much stay, running around on you. So there's only the after hand over hand kind of thing, and just let them do whatever they want. You know, giving them less restrictions in the very beginning it helps immensely. You know, and obviously staying relaxed. And obviously, I am super relaxed because I really don't care about anything with these guys anymore. I just kissed her right on her face, you know. And I mean, I guarantee you there are a lot of fucking people that go, there's no way I fucking ever kiss fucking any of my snakes. And some of it's because they got snakes that fucking would literally lock right onto their face if they ever did that. You know, and hopefully somebody besides you will watch this far in to see that. I just kissed her right on her nose. Right on her nose. But she's always like running around on my face. So it's not really any different. Granted, I did go and bring her right up to my, took her to my face again. I do. I don't give a fuck. That's as stupid as you're gonna see me get, Patrick. You know what I mean? That's the stupidest fucking thing that's the probably the biggest thing that anybody would say, oh, that guy's an idiot. That's probably the dumbest thing right there that anybody would ever be able to say that I did that was stupid. Really stupid. I don't find it stupid. My snakes are super clean. You know, super clean. The only thing that would be better is if, like at supper time, if we could have them out and I could, feed her off some of my food off my plate, which obviously I can't. But that would be amazing because, I could do that with my Savannah monitor. I got fucking some vegetable, I got some vegetables, and there's certain stuff that me and the wife eat that I could fucking feed my Savannah monitor, you know. I mean, I feed my Savannah monitor fucking scrambled eggs, fucking once or twice, fucking, once every month to 2 months. I'll make her up some scrambled eggs. I give her some tilapia fish. I give her fucking uncooked fucking cocktail shrimp, and bugs. Dubia roaches. Fucking, I don't do a lot of fucking of the crickets. I don't do the fucking crickets. I'm not big on crickets. The last two fucking shipments of crickets we got, they were fucking nasty. You know what I mean? They look dirt. You can tell. Crickets should be real light colored, fucking real light, like tan colored almost, like a healthy cricket is like tan and real healthy. They brown and dark looking, they're not the healthiest. In the last two fucking times we bought crickets a couple years ago, fucking they were nasty, and I was just like, yeah. I don't feed her crickets at all. I give her mealworms, super worms, not mealworms, super worms, dubia roaches, occasional fucking hornworm, for a treat or whatever. It's not as a meal, but she gets mostly bugs. I feed her mostly bugs, but she does get some shrimp and she gets some tilapia fish. I only feed her stuff that's the most fattiest thing that I feed her, for people food is probably scrambled eggs. That's probably the one thing that's the fattiest thing that I feed her for people food. Shrimp is really has got almost no fat. And tilapia, fish has got almost no fat. And tilapia fish is real thin cut. It's steaks. Tilapia fish, it comes in like steak strips, steak flanks. Fillets, I guess you call it. I guess you call it fillets. You guys seen her orange eyes? really showing up, are they? Because I don't have her like in the light. She's not in the light, right? Ah, that pretty girl. Yeah, I see. I see that you got quite the collection going. Well, 6 snakes is still a collection. And to me, anybody that has more than two, because there are a lot of people that have snakes, but they only have like one or two. So 6 snakes is still a decent collection. I don't care. Because personally, I think fucking six and over is a collection. You know what I mean? 5 and under, is the start of a collection, but 6 and more, I mean, that's a collection. You know, 40 is just stupid. You know, I don't need 40. I don't know what I was thinking. You know, I'm super stoked at the last 2 clutches I got, but that was stupid right there. I shouldn't even have bred them 2 snakes. I only really did it so I could prove that I knew what the fuck I was talking about when I fucking say that I know when my females are building follicles. I know when to throw my males in with them, and that was it, because I had somebody telling me, oh yeah, it's not that easy. And it's like, well, how do you think I did it here? I ain't got no fancy fucking equipment to fucking do, the ultrasound and all that. But I watch my snakes. I can tell when my snakes are swelling up. I mean, and obviously any of us can tell when our ball pythons are in the front of the tub and they start bull wrapping. I mean, that's a telltale sign right there when they, that they're building follicles, and it's probably a good idea if you're going to breed to start throwing males in there or throw a male in there with her. I mean, but I noticed it a lot in my girls. Is I noticed the swell. I noticed the scale. The scales in between the scales that were really close together normally, and no white showing. Now there was scale separation. On in between the scales. I mean, literally, you could see like white skin because the scales would separate, and literally you could see a defined fucking void between the 2 scales, and there'd be a white fucking mark there, when normally the scales are right fucking close together with nothing else showing other scale. Then it goes to the next scale. Well, scale separation, literally the scales separate and you can see in between the scales. So I watch for that, and and I watch their demeanor. I mean, when fucking they're in ovulation too, they fucking have a better food response. They don't come flying out at me and shit. Normally that don't happen until I stop pairing. And then that's another good sign to me. Because normally my fucking ball pythons, even my boas, none of my snakes come flying out of the tub on food night. But my females, once I've started pairing them, and they start going into that wicked fucking I want to eat, every fucking 3 days if I let them. I mean, literally, they act like fucking I could feed them every 3 days. I still feed them once a week, and I feed them smaller food because I'm feeding more often. You know what I mean? Fucking because I want to get the weight on them, because I know they're going to go off fucking food for 2 fucking months, and I want them to have a good fat supply and protein supply built up inside of them to live off while they're fucking, getting ready to fucking lay eggs. So, but then once I stop pairing and I get locks, then on food night when I open tubs up, those fucking females come flying out looking for fucking food. I mean, they're in wicked food mode, like crazily, like crazily, like fucking, like they've never been handled before and shit. You know what I mean? Like total different snakes. And looking for that food. And then you better make sure that if you put a heat signature in front of them, it is food, because they're going to grab the first fucking thing. I've had them come out and fucking try to grab my hand that was fucking pulling the tub out, literally, and just miss me. Just miss my fucking hand. Fucking, I just got it pulled back, but they had fucking struck away from my hand. My kid got so excited. They struck this way and my hand was over here and they went past it. So, but that's a good telltale sign too. That shit's gonna happen when your fucking females get fucking crazily wanting food. Then you really know shit's fucking working. I see you. She doesn't want to go back. She's such a pain in the ass to put back. She really is. But see how, and they all like to climb on your head. Raven has been climbing on my wife's head. Like I said, my wife, let's get back to that. My wife's been holding the hell out of Raven now. She's actually, I take Raven out and she's been holding her longer than I've been able to hang on to her because my wife keeps coming over, sticking her hand in front of Raven, right in front of Raven's face, fucking wanting Raven to come to her. And because Raven will come to her because Raven likes to fucking move around, you know, and she don't care where she goes. You know, she likes to keep moving. So my wife puts her hand out there and fucking Raven will go right to my fucking wife. And fucking, I had Raven out for probably 15 minutes the other night, and fucking, my wife came over, and I go, well, you could take her if you want. And the next thing I know, my wife's got her out for a fucking half an hour, and I'm like, well, yeah, because it is a little chilly in here. I only keep my house about 70 degrees. We don't keep it real warm here. It's like 70, 72 degrees all winter. So I only like to have them out maybe 40 minutes, you know, if it's cold like that, about 70. In the living room. So we had her out for, you know, about 35, 40 minutes. And I said, all right, guess we ought to probably put her back then. And basically that was it. I lost my opportunity to hold her because I love holding Raven. I get so much satisfaction out of holding Raven. You know, Raven's been out a shit ton. Hey, you got any boas? I don't think you got any boas. Have you even thought about getting any boas there, Patrick? I just like letting everybody see how she acts. Because, like I said, you know, well, and you see, I don't use any foreign fucking objects. I like to fucking, you know. Granted, if they didn't act the way they did, I would do whatever I had to make myself safe. Yeah, I have to use I use cable ties because where this is hinged in the middle, look how easy it is. She could push that fucking lid right up. So I put two on either side, and this side just has that one lip. You want to know how comfortable my girl is in here? I actually left this open one night, went to bed, came back in the morning, and the fucking lock was off. And I opened it up expecting her to be gone, sitting right inside this tub. Stupid as hell fucking thing to do. But that just goes to show people can say that fucking this is, you know, the worst fucking way to keep them and house them and this and that. But like I say, instead of fucking looking how the people are housing their snakes, how about you just watch and see how the snakes interact with them? Because you'll be able to tell whether those snakes are happy or not, fucking by the way those snakes act, as opposed to, worrying about how people are keeping them. How about fucking we worry about fucking the happiness and healthiness of the snakes? Because to me, that's the most important thing. So, you know, no, I don't have any boas, but if I were to get another species of snake, it would be. Yeah, I fucking love boas, dude. You know, I love boas, and I'm telling you right now, I probably have nothing but boas right now if I had gone with my gut instinct in the beginning. I wanted boas. I liked the looks of boas. I like that loaf of bread look. I like that torpedo style head. You know what I mean? They're a good looking snake. You know what I mean? To me, my opinion, they're a good looking snake. So I knew how big they got. And obviously bigger snake, bigger teeth. I personally just thought that they were bitey. They were more bitey. And I can't say that I had anybody ever tell me that, or that I saw any videos that would, prove that point. I just had it in my head. I'm pretty sure I just had it in my head that I just thought that fucking boa constrictors were just a meaner snake compared to ball pythons, that they were a lot more bitey. And I honestly have never been bit by any of my boas. I've only been bit by ball pythons. So if that tells you anything, and nobody could be more scared than me, because I was scared to death of fucking snakes before I got any of them. So there ain't nobody out there that was more behind the eight ball than me when it came to fucking snakes. So if I can fucking actually say that, look, I'm gonna put my hand right here, right over her head. Now watch when I touch her, okay? What'd she do? I'm touching her right now. Touching her. I'm gonna go pick her up. Look what she does. Nothing. And her parents were wild caught. She was the first clutch from those parents. Her parents were wild caught, and she was from the first clutch of those wild caught parents. She was bred in captivity, but she's as wild as fucking her parents were, honestly. And she acted wild. She does act different than my other boas. Not so much now. She acts more like fucking my other boas now compared to when I first got her. When I first got her, I mean, her head was on a swivel. I could be at the other side of the room, and all I would have had to do is like this, and she would have freaked out from way across the room. She was like she picked up on every little movement. My fucking damn little parrot that's the size of a fucking Konya would freak her out when she moved in the very beginning. I mean, literally her head just on a fucking swivel. Fucking, and like wicked, like daddy, like jerky, wicked jerky and fast, to the point where, it jumped me a lot. I mean, a lot. She jumped the shit out of me a fucking ton, put it that way. And it was just her movements, because her movements were so herky-jerky and so, you know what I mean? I mean, literally just like this, fucking all over the fucking place. Any little fucking movement in the room, and she did. She acted like fucking, anything would set her off. So I didn't really take her out a whole lot in the beginning. I really only took her out maybe once or twice a fucking month. Literally. I talked to her all the time. I was always in her enclosure talking to her, but as far as holding, I only held her a couple fucking times a month in the very beginning, because fucking, the first three times we took her out, she hissed, and she wasn't even very big. She was about the size of Aurora now. But her hiss was so loud, because I had never heard a hiss at that point. Had 20-something fucking ball pythons and still had never heard a snake hiss before. And then we got her, and she fucking sounded like she sounded like she was 8 feet long. Her hiss was so fucking loud, dude. It made the hair stand up on the back of my fucking neck. I was fucking regretting fucking ever fucking thinking about buying her. I was going through all this shit in my head fucking the first time I went to take her out. Fucking, and her fucking, she's postured up, assed up, head's cocked up, fucking mouth wide open, and this fucking sound coming from this small ass snake. I couldn't believe it, because people don't realize they are so much louder than what you hear in videos. Fucking, I'm telling you, fucking, these guys have like the fucking, and not just these guys, like retics too. Retics, sperms, any of your big snakes like this have fucking huge vocals. And they sound way bigger than what they are. I could just about imagine what a fucking retic sounds like, because I'm telling you, her at Aurora's size sounded like she was fucking huge. Like she had to be way bigger than what she was. And my fucking wife backed right off, and she goes, "Yeah, I'm all set. She's all yours." And my wife swore up and down for the first fucking 3 years she'll never hold her, and she didn't hold her for the first 3 years I had her. My wife just started really holding her this year, you know. But my wife's been holding the hell out of her lately, because I have been, you know what I mean? And my wife's been watching her how she is with me. And Raven has done really well, because in the beginning when I first started giving it to my wife to hold, Raven would act out. She'd get a little runny and shit, you know what I mean? Because my wife was nervous, and which made Raven nervous. You know, so they were both fucking setting each other off. My wife was making Raven nervous, and Raven was making my wife nervous. So it was like they were just fucking each other, you know. And finally, my wife, the more I took Raven out and she watched how Raven was with me, finally I got my wife to relax. And soon as my wife fucking got relaxed, instantly Raven started becoming just like she is with me with my wife. And I told my wife, I said, that's all it is that you was putting her off by you being nervous. It was making her nervous, because it's just like a nervous dog. When we have a nervous dog, a dog's nervous because they don't know, we're unpredictable. They can't figure us out, and it makes them worried, because they don't know, you know, in their mind, they don't know what we're going to do. So they're like, I'm going to react before they react. And that's what she was doing. She was just like, hey, I'm going to react before fucking this weird thing, you know, that I can tell is like, and she doesn't know whether that's my wife being nervous or whether that's my wife fucking, you know, senses heightened because she wants to kill her or harm her. She doesn't know what that vibe is that my wife's giving off. To her, it could be my wife's getting ready to pounce on her, when it's the last thing my wife fucking plans on doing. My wife doesn't plan on doing anything to her other than just holding her and trying to keep her away from her face, because my wife was so worried about having her around her face in the beginning. You know, but now she lets fucking Raven go right up the front of her, sit on her head. She lets Raven do whatever Raven wants to do now, and Raven is great with my wife. You'd swear that my wife's been holding her for the last 5 years now, and it makes me feel good, because this girl is my favorite. I gotta say, she is my favorite. I had to win her over, and probably because of that, and because of how fucking, you know, mean looking she looked in the very beginning, the first 3 times I took her out. But after that, she's never hit since, you know. And it's been fucking 5 years now since she's ever hissed, you know. And she, for the most part, she's not real, you know, flighty and shit. You see it, she moves around nice and slow, and she don't really try to get away, but she doesn't really have any place to go to, you know, because I'm standing up again. If I sit down, she'll go and she'll explore a little more, but she won't really go too far, because she's too afraid to fucking get too far away from me, you know. And look, I pat her on her head too, you know. You know, she has become a super sweet, and she's only going to get better. You know, snakes, as long as I don't do something stupid. I'd have to do something stupid now. I'd have to fucking probably physically hurt them, any of my snakes at this point, in order to really put them off from them being like, hey, I don't trust you now. I'd have to do something really stupid, which I'm not. As long as I keep doing everything that I've been doing fucking to this point, she's only going to get better. They only get better. They don't just wake up one morning and go, oh, I hate you. You know, if they do, there's something off. You know, if they start acting out, there's something up. What's going on, Joe? I take it we can talk about the new one now. The new one must have arrived. Patrick, Joe's in the house. Patrick, that's Patrick, a little bit of everything. He just changed his name. Snake Man Pat is Patrick a little bit of everything. Just so that way you don't get confused like I did. But yes, how the hell you doing, dude? I'm anxious to hear about your new snake. I assume we can talk about it now. Last time fucking I knew. What? Fucking hell. What happened, dude? Did something happen with the breeder? Is it not eating good or something? I'm just wondering. It's none of my, you can tell me it's none of my business. You know, Mother Nature. Oh, yes, fuck. Okay, I get it, yeah. It's -9 here this morning. But that's nothing. I mean, it should be like -20. And I only got 3 inches of snow out here. I should have 4 feet of snow right now. We just got this 3 inches of snow, 4 days ago? We had no snow. We got it like Sunday. So I had no snow. And now we only got 3 inches of snow. But it's been cold. I woke up, my fucking pipes are froze this morning. Fucking had no water. But it's no big deal. I got a space heater right in my, I got an insulated box because well pump is above ground. It's not, pump's not in the ground. So I built a fucking insulated box for it. What's going on, Evan? I built an insulated box for it, and normally it keeps it fucking, warm enough, just the pump running will keep the box warm enough, that fucking, but this morning, yeah, I'm back. I know it's been a while. I actually came on late because of that damn water problem this morning. I've been on since 11. Patrick's been fucking hanging out with me for about an hour, which I really do appreciate it because I spent about 25, 30 minutes talking to myself. But I figured what the fuck, I'd upload it anyway. I know everybody's been busy, and I haven't been around in like a week and a half. But so let's talk about everybody's temperatures. What is the temperatures in Virginia, Patrick, when you get a minute? Patrick, what's the temperature where you're at right now? And everybody else. I'd like to know what you guys fucking... I had to do training crap for the last day, hour and a half. Oh, no shit. I want to know what everybody's temperatures are right now. Let's see who's the low. I think it's 0 right now here. It was like 5 when we woke up, but now it's like 20. No shit. 5 degrees in Tennessee, motherfuckers. Huh? 5 degrees in Tennessee. Well, I mean, this morning. I mean, 5 degrees is fucking a big deal, man, in Tennessee. All right, Patrick, you have a great day, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate you hanging out till somebody got you, though. That was nice. I do appreciate it, Patrick. So, Joe's got a new retic coming. He bought it for his wife for Christmas. Yeah, I can't imagine that. I've had dogs that lived outside all winter. Fucking our German Shepherd fucking hated being in the house. There's lots of pit bulls here in Maine. But yeah, I guess if she's not used to it, but still, they grow coats. But they need fucking a few days of cold before their coat starts thickening up, and then it still takes a while for their coats to thicken up. Our German Shepherd ended up having fucking hip dysplasia, so we ended up putting booties on his feet, on his back ones, because when he walked, he wouldn't pick his feet up. He just kind of dragged the back side of his foot. Fucking when he walked, but he could walk, but he would like drag the top of his toes, the top side of his toes, so they'd start getting, fucking sores on him and shit. So we started putting booties on his feet. You could always put booties on her feet. We got lots of them here. We had my red-nosed pit's dad fucking used to fucking be hooked out all day in the wintertime. Fucking his fucking owner had to work. Fucking, and he'd hook him right outside all winter. Just during the day. But still, he was out during the day. Fucking just had a doghouse. But there's lots of animals around here that fucking hooked out all fucking winter. And we don't have many fucking huskies around here. The huskies aren't big around here. We get a lot of fucking labs, a lot of pit bulls. Fucking ton of pit bulls. Fucking, oh, hold on. I gotta let my wife in. Hold on, baby, I'm coming. Come on in. So you guys are bumming. I guess you're gonna have to go in the other room with me. Smell my little finger. Yeah, I'm doing a live. And nobody's been around fucking forever. And then everybody finally showed up. But it's not a big deal. I don't expect you guys to watch every fucking day anyway. Only watch when you can. But yeah, I didn't figure anybody was going to show up, so I was just planning on fucking shooting for a little bit. I can roll this if you want to take her. Like I said, my wife's been holding the hell out of Raven lately. The only thing my wife hasn't been doing is taking her out. My wife reaches in and pats her and all that just like I do, but the only thing the wife hasn't done yet is take her out. But my wife's been holding her. My wife's fucking actually been holding her more than me. I had her out the other night, had her out for probably 15 minutes, and then my wife kept coming over and putting her hand in front of her face, for her to come to her. And then cause Raven goes to her. And then the next thing I know, I'm figuring, oh yeah, wife's probably gonna fucking be good for about 10 minutes. Fucking, she probably gonna want to give her back to me. Fuck no, my wife had her like fucking a half an hour. And then I was like, well, it's only 70 in here. Probably ought to put her back now. So I got like 15 minutes. My wife got a half an hour. And that's what's happened. My wife fucking this morning, because she went to the bathroom. My wife held her while I cleaned the tub. Wife's held her the last fucking, Christ, I think 3 times that I've changed her.
Where's the dog's collar?
Oh, it's probably in the other room. Oh, it's underneath the blanket probably. Fucking, it's down there somewhere. Oh no, it's over here, baby. I fucking plugged it in.
Oh. I didn't look there.
Yeah, no, I plugged it in.
I'll let him out and then I'll take her.
No, that's fine. Yeah, so I woke up to fucking frozen pipes this morning. Then I got it thawed out. And then I didn't realize my space heater had tripped the fucking breaker. So I'm sitting here going, we had hot water. How come we don't have hot water anymore? Fucking, because I still had the space heater plugged in. And I was like, what the fuck? Come find out, fucking circuit breaker, the power strip fucking, the circuit breaker fucking tripped. And I'm sitting here for a fucking hour thinking, Jesus Christ, what the fuck's going on? And then finally I realized, and then I fucking hit the breaker again, and then within 15 minutes I had water again. Yeah, she ain't even fighting. She didn't even try to see that. See that? She didn't even try to fight me. Just stay. gonna roll this up though for the wife at lunchtime.
I see ya. I'm just showing you off. He's showing you off, big girl.
But see, she's not any different with the wife now. Wife's comfortable, so now Raven's comfortable. The wife was still nervous before, and it was making Raven nervous because Raven couldn't figure out what was going on with the wife. And that's all it was, is the wife fucking really wasn't she wasn't confident enough, and now she's really confident. She lets Raven up around her face and lets it fucking sit on her head. Like I said, the only thing my wife hasn't fucking let her do that I do is fucking take her out, and that's coming. I guarantee it. Cause my wife's been there and watches Raven, how Raven reacts when I go to take her out. You know, just like today when I took her out, fucking, she didn't even fucking move when I touched her. And granted, she was already out this morning because we had to change her. But look, see her just sit there with her wife. See, it's not just me. Like I say, she's comfortable with both of us now. She actually is like the rest of the Boas. If the wife's has any of the Boas now, they'll actually sometimes fight to stay with her as opposed to coming to me. Which before they would have came to me no matter what, because they would have been like, "Oh, well, I'm not as comfortable with Mom as I am with you." But see, I go put my hand right in front of her. You want me to take her so you can...
so we can smoke.
Yeah, okay. I'll take her back. She'll probably let go of you. You can slide your hands out.
Yeah.
This one. I got
this
it.
one, she's putting pressure on. I'm gonna let her get. She'll let go. Alright, here, take this out of your hand. That'll give you free hands.
Yeah. Come on, girl.
She's going. They're just so strong. There we go. Okay, I'll hold you down, Dad.
There we go. And she's back. She's so good now, I'm telling you. And she's been out probably more than any of our other snakes, other than our baby snakes, because Aphrodite, Sativa, Goliath, Shoestring, they all come running out every night when we go in there and check on them. A lot of them first thing in the morning, same thing too, come out. My wife, I'll take and hold a couple. My wife will hold a couple so I can go through the tubs, because when they ask to come out like that, I have a hard time just closing them up and leaving them in there. So we take them out. We make sure that the snakes fucking want to come out, get a chance to come out. I need my coffee. Oh yeah. It's not Raven. It's not Raven that is keeping her from taking her out. It's my wife not really comfortable with that yet.
Yeah, I'm not there.
No,
yet.
it's not. It's nothing to do with Raven. Raven's been great. It's my wife just knows. She just knows that my wife's not ready. You know what I mean? And I tell my wife, I don't want my wife doing anything until she's ready. She might. I don't know. You think she's 5 foot?
Oh, probably. Yeah. Yeah. She just never really all stretched out. I'd say she's if she's not 5 foot, she's almost 5 foot.
I'm trying to get her to where I could stretch her out here. okay. I can't get her stretched out. But yeah, I'd say she's probably 5 foot. No. But honestly, there isn't any reason that my wife has to even worry about ever fucking taking her out if she doesn't want to. You know, the only time fucking that she'd ever possibly need to take her out anyways if fucking for some reason fucking I'm not home and she's gone to the bathroom. But for the most part, when it comes to Raven, if I'm gone and she goes to the bathroom, I normally tell my wife, just wait till I get home. Raven will be fine. She's got a big enough enclosure that she can stay way the hell away from any mess that she might make in her enclosure. So, you know what I mean? You mean Caesar? No, Caesar's not longer than her probably now. She's longer than Caesar. And actually, I'm pretty sure, I think Sunny, I think my ball python female fucking lavender albino Sunny, I'm pretty sure she's longer than Caesar too now. She's probably my biggest ball python that I have right now is Sunny. Like she's huge. And she's big around too. She's big around and long. She's big around than my fucking normals. You know, and way longer than my normals. My normals are actually fucking what I would consider kind of on the short side, honestly. I don't believe they're 4 foot. If they are 4 foot, they're just 4 foot. And 4 foot isn't very big for a ball python. For a female. There are plenty female ball pythons out there that are 6 foot. You know, 5 foot, 6 foot. Well, probably fucking more seldom 6 foot, but I know there are a lot of 5 footers out there. You know, ball pythons. She might possibly, this girl right here could possibly only get maybe another foot. You know, just because fucking some Guyanas get really big doesn't mean this girl's gonna be one of them. This girl could end up being just a 6 footer, you know. All right, buddy. You have a good one, Joe. Thanks for hanging out. Get my hand out of here. I was too scared to even do that, like unwrap her tail when I first got her. I mean, literally, I wouldn't do anything. I pretty much let her do whatever she wanted when I first got her. I wouldn't touch her tail. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, literally, fucking, it was like all her. I'm just here to let you do whatever you want, girl. And I did. When I first got her, I was too fucking afraid to do anything. Redirect her, fucking anything. But that's why I say, when it comes to boas, when you first get them, I recommend standing up. Because if you stand up, they'll move around, but they're going to move around on you. They're going to stay on you because they got nothing to get to. When I sit down is when she seems to be more active because there's so much she can actually get to. You know what I mean? Plus, and she's been out for a little while now. She's probably been out for half an hour. You know? So... Did you get spray foam?
No.
Oh, I was kind of hoping you would, so it'll be late when you come home tonight. What's the matter?
I'm just watching when you go out to the woods. I'll get some on the way.
You guys, have you watched that Evan Key Reptiles? He's got nothing but boas. He also does boas too. I've been watching him. He is, I don't know, he's a little hard to follow for me because he uses all these technical terms and all that, yeah, he explains it a little bit, but he's using all these big fancy fucking words, fucking that it's hard for me to follow some of it. Yeah, he's been around for a while. He's got, I don't know, he's not like a huge channel. He's just under 1,000 fucking followers, something like that. You know what I mean? And it sounds like he's somewhere here, northern fucking northern Maine, because he said he's in northern something in his video this morning. I'll go put her back. It says there's nobody here. You should sue YouTube, Evan. They think you're a nobody. She's probably gonna fight me going back. Hey, baby. My wife's not listening. My wife is not listening. Are you still here, Evan? Says you're not here. Says you're gone. Says you're gone shopping. You're gone Christmas shopping. See, I just stick my hand in there. And she's a good girl. She goes in on her own. Sometimes though, if I set her down right here and not up underneath that lip, she'll fucking come back out over the sides. But I figured she already been out this morning, so she was fucking ready to go back. You still here, Evan? Says there's nobody here. I actually forgot to fucking latch her the front here. I actually forgot to latch out one night, and I woke up the next fucking morning, came in to go through tubs, see that this latch was unlatched. So literally, fucking, I thought for sure when I opened that up she was gonna be gone. Fuck no, she was right in there. Fucking 8 hours. Fucking had 8 hours that she could have fucking gotten out of that tub if she wanted to, and she never fucking even tried to come out. Fucking. So, if that doesn't scream fucking, she's pretty fucking good where she's at. To the point where she doesn't even try to get out. I wouldn't recommend fucking doing that all the time, but.
I think I might have tripped the breaker, baby, because I turned the coffee maker on and then it's the coffee maker shut off.
Yeah, you did. Sorry. There's a reason why it wasn't on. There you go. You must have picked coffee up this morning, huh?
Actually, I went to work thinking there was half and half. Half and half was all gone, but Kendra went and got the coffee.
Yeah, nothing like waking up, no hot water. No water at all. And then I had the space heater running, had it thawed out, had water, and I was like, cool. And then the next thing you know, fucking go to use the water again, and it's not working. And I go, what the fuck? So I go, oh, well, just let the space heater fucking run. It'll fucking thaw back out again. Fucking, I didn't realize the damn fucking power strip, fucking circuit breaker on the power strip had tripped. So the damn fucking space heater was out there for an hour not doing nothing. So when I finally figured it out and I hit the circuit breaker, it wasn't fucking like 10, 15 minutes later, fucking, guess what? Water's working again. And it was like, what the fuck? You idiot, why didn't you look and check that?
So I should go to Galusha's after work and get spray foam.
Get it right at Dollar General.
Dollar General doesn't have it.
Oh, they didn't?
No, that's why we have to get it at the
Galusha's.
Walmart.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yes, please. Because we got to spray that back in. Because I ended up putting our big heater in there. Because the little heater wasn't doing it. Fucking, it was running. Fucking, I was to the point where I didn't think it was even working. So I fucking pulled that one out, put the big one in there. Boom, within 10 minutes, fucking, we had water. And then I go, well, fucking, now that it's warmed up, I'll put the little one back in there and leave it plugged in so it stays nice and warm in there.
I run to Galusha's after work.
But I had to open that up, so now it's got pockets. Trump doing work already. And then you had fucking that fucking liberal bitch fucking on there saying, fucking he ain't been in office one day, and she's like, oh, he ain't done nothing, and it's like, what the fuck?
Give the guy at least 24
Yeah,
hours.
he just fucking got fucking. He just fucking had all the balls, for fuck's sakes. Fucking, he's been busy at all these damn balls and shit. You guys fucking got him running around now. Fucking idiots. He's doing plenty. The more miserable they are, the fucking more I realize that he's doing his job. So, I expect to see some fucking miserable motherfuckers. Yeah, I don't know why. He fucking said that you wasn't in here for the longest time, but then, yeah, I noticed that you was back. I don't know why it does that. It irritates me. Because I'm sure there was probably somebody watching me this morning, too. It just wasn't registering that they were even there. You know? We had somebody else, because... What was there? There was Patrick, you, and Joe. And I got a fourth like from somebody. So, obviously, there was fucking somebody else in here, too.
Yeah, I just went on and gave you a like.
Oh, yeah, there's 5. So, that was my wife.
I gotta check the kiddos tonight, too. Probably pick something up on the way home for supper.
Just get your fat pants on.
Oh, work pants.
Those are your fat ones. You look fat in those.
I'm fat.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Those ones just a baggy. They're so baggy.
Well, that and
Make
when I
you
put
look
these
fat.
boots on, that pushes the pant leg up and makes them even baggier looking.
Yeah, let's see you motherfuckers say that to your old lady. Let's see you say that to your old lady and get the same reaction. No, I had to throw fucking my other pair of jeans away this morning. I sat down on the couch and ripped them fucking
Ripped the
right
ass
up.
out.
Yes. And look, these have got ripped in it right here too now. So I got basically 2 pairs of jeans now. And the one pair is the pair that I bought for Isaac's wedding. And the other pair is my fucking Wranglers I've got that I've had since last summer. Fucking Levi's don't hold up. I don't even wear my Levi's fucking unless it's like to go ride on my bike where I'm not fucking like working on nothing or we got, going out to eat or something. I wear my Levi's. But I washed my Levi's maybe 4 or 5 times and they already started ripping out. Out of 4 or 5 washes. And that's the only fucking thing that I've worn them for. It's fucking crazy. Everything's so cheap. Need to bring back fucking clothing. I want to have to go fucking buy fucking Carhartts.
Levi's used to hold up forever.
Well, I started that's why I swapped and started buying Carhartts because the Levi's weren't holding up. So I literally, all my fucking jeans were Carhartts at one point because Carhartts were the only thing that would fucking hold up. And I just have fucking some Carhartts that I only wore fucking for good shit, and I had my fucking Carhartts that I wore, for everyday shit. There isn't. I mean, on anything. It's not just clothing though. It's everything. I'm wondering if fucking the size of fucking food packaging is gonna come back. I wonder if we're gonna get full size packages of fucking food again. I don't know why the fuck they make the bags so fucking big. Chip bags. Why chip bags fucking got 6 times the fucking area in them for no fucking product? It seems to me like they'd save a ton of money if they fucking made their bags smaller that fit the chips better. Because even your small bag of chips don't have a great big fucking void like that, like your big bags do. That's just stupid. That just seems like that's dumb. I don't understand why you got all that fucking extra fucking, that's just place for fucking them to get stale. All the extra air in there. Stale air.
Don't forget after you take something to eat.
I haven't eaten none yet.
I know. That's what I said after you.
I know. I hate fucking pills that you gotta fucking eat first, because I don't eat. I know. Doesn't look like it. I eat fucking supper. So, fucking, my pills, she, like, normally buys me, like, donuts, or, like, I got blueberry muffins, but it just don't sound good to me. I got blueberry muffins this week, had donuts last week, the week before that. Fucking donuts, just something fucking quick, throw in my mouth, fucking, still fucking, donuts don't sound good to me. Nothing sounds good to me. Because I don't eat. Huh?
There is some lunch meat too.
Yeah, I know. I had a sandwich the other day at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. My puppy, she's laughing at my dog. My dog's always right there or in my lap. He did good though. He didn't whine. He's been a good boy. He's been a good boy. He was 106 pounds. We just took him to the vet fucking last Friday. They make us dope him up. Fucking, he was fucking all acting drunk and everything else. Fucking, the only time he growled is when the guy shoved his finger up his ass. And I told him, I said, yeah, I would too, bud.
I love the baby.
But it was better than him having to put a muzzle on. I'll be right back. I gotta just shut the door for her. No, you back up. Just staying with Dad. Just staying with me. I love you, Mama. Love you too.
Quick stop at Galicia's gonna be in.
Okay, sounds good, baby. We'll be here. Love you. Okay, I gotta see what you said. Oh, yeah, I know. We don't have a full wheel drive payment, but we got a new car payment too. Fucking, between the fucking car payment and the fucking insurance for fucking her car, it's fucking $500 a month. Fucking, and she's the only one working. It's a good fucking thing she got a fucking good paying job, because she's the only one working. My wife pays my motorcycle insurance. She fucking pays fucking all the fucking bills here. I take care of my snake. She buys paper towels. My wife buys my paper towels. She takes care of my chlorhexidine. I take care of my fucking food. But yes, if I don't fucking have money for food, then my wife fucking buys it. I know. I'm a trophy husband, I just don't look it. Lucky for me, I'm what my fucking wife, my wife's definition of a trophy husband is. But it wasn't always that way. For the most part, fucking when we first got together, I was the only one making any money. You know, building houses and shit. And I've always had a job when we had kids at home. You know what I mean? I'm a stay-at-home dad with no kids. And that's why that's how I get to put 25,000 miles on. I ride all summer on my bike. You know, I used to, I don't now because you know, it's only been the last year that he's even let me leave the house. Meaning this dog. Because he normally freaks the fuck out when I leave. But now it's only if the wife and I leave together. So I have to hide for me and the wife to leave together. But we can't leave on the bike together from here. I literally take off on my bike, go 2 miles down the road where my wife works, and I go sit down there and wait for my wife to drop her car off, because as long as me and her leave separately, or he thinks that we leave in separately, he's fine. You know, doesn't make a peep. But if me and her leave this fucking house together and walk out that door together, he goes fucking mental. I mean mental. Fucking, because he just fucking, because we always take him wherever me and her go somewhere together. And he's used to that. So if he sees us leave, you know, getting ready together, he thinks it's, you know, he's supposed to go too. And he will lose his fucking nut. He loses nut if fucking, look how big he is. His fucking head's bigger than mine. But he's such a good dog. And it kind of pissed me off because literally they gave up, he was drugged up, but he was still drugged up at 11 o'clock that fucking night. You know, we gave him his first fucking pill the night before, and then we had to give him a pill when we got up in the morning, and then they gave us this squirt juice to fucking stick inside his jowl and squirt in his mouth. The day that we brought him to the vet, and he was there at fucking 9 o'clock. And he was so fucking drunk and shit, I'm telling you. And to the point where and it was way too much. He is so lovable. He loves everybody. Oh, fuck, man. He was fucked up enough when we got up in the morning from that first pill. I told my wife, there's no way next time where he's getting one pill and he's going to get that squirt shit in the mouth, and that's fine. Because normally they don't even shove their finger up his ass. You know what I mean? And he literally let him draw blood, fucking do all that shit. You know, because these guys are scared as shit. My fucking American Bulldog fucking freaked them the fuck out. Because he wasn't good around fucking people he didn't know. And he would not take food from strangers. I don't give a fuck whether it's a donut at Dunkin' Donuts or what. Fucking, and he's the same way. He won't take food from strangers. He only eats from what me and the wife give him. So anyway, fucking when we had double ACL surgery, they took his IV out on Diesel. Well, Diesel woke up and then he wouldn't let anybody near him. And they tried to give him medicine, you know, his pain meds fucking in his food. Well, guess what? He wouldn't eat. So he was in fucking wicked pain. We weren't even supposed to pick him up till that night. They called me up first thing right after he got out of surgery and said, look, you got to come get him. Because we can't give him any meds or anything because he won't let us near him. Literally, they were standing like 6 feet away around the corner when I went to go take him out of the kennel. And it's all got these bars and shit. It looked like he was in jail. And I'm like looking at the thing. I couldn't even tell how to get the fucking thing open. And they're all standing around the corner, peeking around the corner like fucking they thought he was going to come flying out of there. He just had both his fucking legs completely sawed in half, the bones and all. Because ACL surgery, what they do is they cut the fucking rear leg, reposition it, and then plate it and screw it. That's how they fix ACLs on dogs. Well, he had double ACL surgery. He had both of his fucking legs. He'd taken both of his ACLs out on both his hind legs. So we had it done both at the same time because it was $6,000. Fucking $6,000 to have them both done at the same time, or it was going to cost us fucking $4,000 a piece.
So we saved $2,000 by having them both done, and they recommended we do it both at the same time too. So that way he wouldn't be going through it twice and having twice as long to heal. But that was horrible. Fucking, yeah, he fucking, oh my God, he peed all over himself, and they couldn't clean him up. And, well, they think this guy's the same way. He's not. He is the total opposite. He's like my red-nosed pit, because my red-nosed pit was the total opposite. He'd go in there, and I could just let him loose because he was just so friendly and loved everybody, and, you know, and all that. And Diesel hated fucking new people. He didn't like new people. And other dogs, fucking, he would bark at them. You know, he wasn't great with other dogs. This guy doesn't even bark at other dogs. He could care less. You know, he likes other dogs. He likes cats. He likes my snakes. He likes my lizard. He's great with other animals. He's great with people. He's great with kids. You know, he's been brought up around my grandkids. Fucking, he's actually better with other people than he is with me and my wife. You know, every once in a while he'll growl at my wife. He's never growled at anybody else. You know, and it's just him. He's only 3. He's trying to fucking, you know, he knows I'm the alpha, but he's trying to pull the shit with my wife where he's trying to fucking become second. And my wife and him right now butt heads every once in a while because I can't teach him that she's number 2. She has to do that. She couldn't teach him that I'm the alpha. I had to do that. So my wife's got to figure out how to get through to him that she's number 2 and he's number 3. You know, because to him it's dad and then it's him. But all my dogs always been that way. My fucking American Bulldog was the same way. But he never growled at my wife. He just wouldn't listen to her when Dad was around. Literally, she could scream at him and he wouldn't even look at her. She fucking tell him to do something. He does the same thing when I'm around. She tells him to do something. All my dogs look at me like, do I have to, Dad? You know, he does the same thing. She'll fucking tell him to do something, or she'll say something and he'll look right at me. She throws his toy, he brings it back to Dad. Because it pisses her off. Yeah. Doesn't piss me off, though. I don't care. It's something they gotta deal with. I can make a coffee. Yeah. Yeah, so nothing really fucking great's happened other than fucking my wife holding Raven. Because that's a big deal to me. Because like I said, that's important to me. Because Raven is one of them snakes that if something ever happens to me, my wife's going to end up having to keep her. Because Raven's not going to do good just going anywhere. Fucking, you know. And not saying that fucking we couldn't find somebody that's like me, but it's really hard, and I don't want to fucking worry about fucking somebody fucking pull the wool over my eyes and they're not really like me. You know, when it comes to her and stuff. And she's comfortable with my wife and and I'm not saying that I can't get her comfortable where she is with anybody. But there's still a difference between them going and hanging out with somebody for a short period of time and somebody actually fucking, you know, now you're somebody else's property, you know, kind of thing. You know, and it would take Raven, I mean, it took me fucking, Christ, probably 4 years before I even got to the point where I was comfortable, you know, really comfortable reaching in and petting her, you know. Because even, you know, and it's only been really probably within the last 6 fucking months that literally to the point where I haven't even said the last 2 times, oh, let's see if she bites me. Because literally fucking, you know, up till probably about 3-4 months ago, I still would have said she's the snake that's gonna bite me if I get bit. But I'm actually at the point that it's a toss up now because she is just as relaxed as Foxy, Aurora, Motley, and Roxy. You know, so at this point, I don't know. I don't really know. Don't even have a real guess of which boa will bite me if I get bit from any of my boas at this point, because it could be any one of them now. But before I would have said Raven for sure. You know, because I really don't fucking think Foxy, Roxy, or Aurora, or Motley would ever bite anybody. Literally, they have that vibe that they're just super chill. And I've let my granddaughter, that, you know, my 5, 6 year old granddaughter, hold Aurora, and Aurora acts the same way she does with me. She's a little bit fucking floppy, whatever, but she ends up calming right down, just like she did for my granddaughter, because granddaughter's also not worried. And she calms right down for my granddaughter. My granddaughter's held Motley. The same 5 year old granddaughter's held Motley's, held Aurora. I've let her hold Foxy. You know, Roxy's a little too heavy for her. And Raven obviously is a little too fucking, you know. I don't trust Raven yet with like my granddaughter, my young granddaughter. But you know, my older granddaughter that's fucking 13, I wouldn't fucking have a problem. If she's comfortable and she says that she wants to hold Raven, I wouldn't have a problem with her holding her. I would be right there and I would be watching Raven's reaction. Just like I did when my wife was holding her that time, and I could tell that Raven was not, you know, my wife was nervous, which fucking made Raven nervous. And I could see Raven was nervous. I could see my wife was nervous. And I knew, okay, before this turns bad, I'm going to go and take Raven away from her. And as soon as I grabbed Raven, Raven immediately went right back to being super chill and all that. And it was the wrong time for my wife to hold her. My wife wasn't in the right state of mind. Fucking, you know, she let the nerves take over. But the nervousness is gone now. So she reaches her hand right up in front of fucking Raven's face now. I mean, come right up underneath her chin and touch her. You know, just like I did right here in front. You know, I rub her on her head now, and you know, baby steps don't seem to be so baby anymore. The baby steps seem to be, you know, like almost walking fast now. Because it seemed like the baby steps were like truly baby steps leading up to, you know, this finally. And now it kind of feels like we're making strides, you know, with everything. Raven, my wife with Raven, me with Raven, you know, everything is going awesome with Raven. Everything. Raven is being wonderful. She's been a super sweetheart. My wife's fucking been nice and relaxed with her, you know, where she wants to hold her, not me asking her, hey, go ahead and take her. Her coming up, putting her hand out in front of her because she's hoping that Raven will come to her, and she does. And, you know, and me just being more comfortable with taking her out, you know, where I don't tap train, you know. And she's getting more comfortable. She's more and more comfortable with fucking me just taking her out too. It's routine. Routine is big with anything, and you stick to a routine, and you know, and everything seems to go and stay a lot better. You know, things fucking. Snakes seem to do better with routines. Everything does better with a routine, I think, honestly. Kids do great with a routine. You know, when they're young, they do better when you have a routine. You know, and it's the same way with snakes too. You know, if you keep doing the same things that you always do, they don't have to guess what's going on. You know, like you said, if your routine is cleaning and handling and feeding, when you're around their tub, that them are the three things that they think about. Okay, it could be I'm getting handled, I'm going to be cleaned, or I'm going to be fed. Well, if you keep your routines to fucking normal, well, they go, look, I haven't fucking gone to the bathroom, so guess what? I'm probably not going to get fed. You know, I'm not getting cleaned, rather. Okay, it's safe for like me. It's morning time. Mine go, well, I'm not, you know, I'm not being fed, obviously, because we don't ever get fed in the morning hours. We always get fed in the evening. So, and yes, I know there'll be some people that go, oh, they don't fucking know. They're not smart enough. But trust me, they fucking know. They know what time of day fucking they get fed, because if I go in there between 7 and 8 o'clock and just open tubs up, they don't know what night they get fed, but they know about what fucking time of night they get fed, and they're in food mode. They're waiting. Every fucking one of them. You know, whether it's their night to eat or not. If I go through at 7 o'clock, that's why I only open tubs up that I'm feeding, because it's feeding time. And the other ones, if I go to open them up and I try to take them out, I'm going to get bit because they're going to be in food mode. They're thinking they're probably getting fed, because it's the only time that I ever mess with them at between 7 and 8 o'clock at night is for when I'm feeding. And then I don't go in again until fucking like 9:30, 10 o'clock to clean for the last of the night. You know, go through all the tubs, make sure they got enough moisture till morning check. And then literally the first thing I do is I get dressed and I go right in that room. I don't do anything else. I don't have coffee. I don't do anything. I go right down that room and I go right through the tubs again. Make sure that they got moisture, or they got fucking, you know, or if they've gone to the bathroom, I clean them. You know, my wife holds the snakes and I clean them. That's our routine every night and every morning. During the day when my wife's at work, obviously I'm cleaning them by myself, but then I normally either throw them around my neck, or I'll just stick them on I'll stick them on Raven's tub, and they'll just, most of the time they just sit there and watch me. They don't even try to go anywhere. I've only got a couple, you know, like fucking Lucky. If I take Lucky out and I put him on top of Raven's tub, he will literally get down and go behind the tub and like climb around on that shelf. You know, but I only have him and like one other, and I can't remember who it was, but I got him and one other that will do that. The rest of them pretty much just sit there and watch me clean their tub. It's funny because literally that's what they're doing. They'll telescope and be sitting there, you know, 4 feet away, telescope, watching me clean their tub. It's the fucking coolest thing. You know, they're not trying to go anywhere. They're just sitting there watching me. You know, and then I walk up to them. They don't even move. They're still sitting there looking at me. I walk right up to them, scoop them up, fucking bring them over, talk to them a little bit, and then stick them in the tub and close them up and put them away. You know, during cleaning time. And then throughout the day, when I open them up to check on them to make sure they don't need to be cleaned or they need some moisture, if they're fucking coming to the front of the tub, then I'll take them out and I'll hold that one while I go through the racks. You know, and then the next day or the next time I go in, if I see that same snake, I'll fucking close up the tub and look to see if anybody else wants to come out where he's already been out or her has already been out. And then I'll move on to a different snake that fucking's acting like it wants to come out, and then I'll take that snake and go through all the racks. You know, I make sure that all my snakes get an opportunity fucking during the week to come out and hang out. You know, they don't just live in tubs. You know, which I know it's a controversial thing, like I said, and instead of all of us focusing on how everybody's taking care of their snakes, how about we concentrate on what the snakes are acting like when they're interacting with their keeper, because that will tell you way more than that'll tell you whether that snake is fucking happy fucking in its life or not, because they're, like I said, they're no different than the rest of us or any animal. If they're fucking not happy, they will let you know, just like me. If I'm not happy in a situation, I'm gonna let people know. You know, a dog isn't happy in a situation, they act out, you're gonna know that they're put off. It's the same thing with snakes. Instead of fucking ridiculing people how they're fucking keeping their snakes, as long as they're happy and healthy, that should be the only thing that anybody cares about. Because fucking there are a lot of fucking snakes that do great in tubs, and there are other snakes that don't do good in tubs, and then there are snakes that do great in glass enclosures, and other snakes don't. It depends on the snake, and as long as the people are keeping these snakes happy, healthy, and when we see them out with their keeper and they're just fucking hanging out with them and they're not running and trying to find some place to go, I would say that's a happy, healthy animal. You know? Now, that's what people ought to be focused on instead of fucking thinking that there's only one way to fucking do shit. There are multiple ways of doing shit. The biggest thing is making sure these animals are happy, healthy, and well taken care of. And if you are doing all that shit right, that snake's going to be happy, healthy, and they're not going to act out. They're just not. They're not going to act out. They're not going to be miserable. They're not going to be running. Not going to be hissing. They're not going to be bitey because they're happy. Everything is good. And that's what people ought to be focusing on more than fucking, oh, well, this is how you need to do it, and this is fucking unhumane, and well, just because you feel that way, if the animal is fucking happy, healthy, and it's flourishing, and it's doing everything that it's supposed to do, and the temperament is great, and they're acting like my snakes act when I have them out, that's what's important to me. If my fucking snakes were just constantly running all the fucking time, I'd know something's up, and I need to change something. You know? And with a lot of stuff, yes, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Yes, I plan evolving with my snakes as they get bigger. But trust me, fucking what the enclosures that I got my snakes in now are plenty fucking big enough. They got plenty of room to stretch out. Literally, Raven goes the whole length of that and just starts to turn on the short side of the tub. You know, and she's not in there for shit anymore. My wife and I have been home the hell out of her. You know, my wife had other snakes that she would say that were her favorite. But I'm fucking telling you right now, if you ask my wife, and I haven't asked her, but I guarantee you, my wife will tell you Raven is one of her favorites now, because it's something to do when you have to work at something. It makes it a little sweeter when you finally get to where you want to be. And this is where I wanted to be with Raven, but I wanted to be like this years ago. But I finally got it now, you know? So it's a big deal for me, because like I said, fucking, it's important for me to know that if something happens to me, my wife's gonna keep her. And I'm almost positive fucking my wife isn't gonna let her go anywhere now, because my wife likes her too. She just made her nervous and she was scared. But she's beautiful. You guys can't see the purples in her and all that. I mean, in her maroons, she is a beautiful, beautiful snake. She really is. And, you know, and she's going to be a big girl. She might not be real long, but they get thick, you know. My female. Really? Huh. Yeah, most all pit bulls around here are fucking super friendly. You know, my red-nosed pit and his dad was super friendly. I mean, great with fucking kids, great with fucking other dogs. Yeah, she is gonna be thick. So ain't Roxy. Roxy's actually fucking really thick. I'm surprised at how big Roxy's getting off fucking medium rats. Because I'm telling you right now, if I stuck a medium rat beside her, you would go, that fucking rat's 2 sizes too small for her. But she grows so much off just that medium rat. I wouldn't dare give her anything bigger, because I would feel I'm power feeding her. If I gave her a large rat, I would feel I'd have to hold her out a month and a half. Literally. Because she would get too fucking, too big. Her fucking body would be so big and her head would be tiny. Compared to her, it's not tiny, but compared to her body, because she's growing so fast off mediums, for fuck's sakes. And the same thing with Raven. I really am worried about going up. And if I do, they're gonna be going a month and a half out. I guarantee you, because I don't want to power feed my boas. I don't want to slow grow them, either. I want to grow them fucking. They are growing. They're growing steady and all that, but I don't want to see none of these great big fucking huge gains. I'm not in no hurry. I'm not breeding them, and she'll get as big as she's gonna get when she gets that big. I'd rather have her nice and healthy and around for a long fucking time compared to, let's try to get her full size here in the next year, full size fucking, length in the next year. Fuck that. I just assume, not slow, but at a normal pace and a steady normal pace fucking is good with me. I'm not worried about no leaps and bounds when it comes to my fucking boas. I'm not even on my ball pythons either. But I like to see them grow. I like to see enough growth in between sheds that I know that everything's good. You know what I mean? I don't want to see no fucking, I don't want to see really a foot growth in my boas in a year. I really only want to see probably max about 10 inches of growth a year. Me personally. Mind you, I'm not worried about breeding. So I'm just worried about keeping them fucking on a steady fucking regulated food fucking feeding schedule. I feed my snakes according to what they look like to me. I don't want them to be obese because it takes a lot of time because you don't want to just fucking drop them off from food either, because they're fat, so now I'm just gonna fucking hold off fucking feeding longer than normal. No, you don't necessarily want to do that. So I try to make sure that they don't get to the point where I fucking have to worry about a diet. Might just fucking go and hold them out an extra week on food, or you know what? Instead of giving them fucking a medium rat fucking in 3 weeks, I'll give them a small rat, and kind of wean them down, but not be starving them, because I don't want to be starving my animals either, but I want to keep them healthy, and that's what I feed according to what I see on my snakes. If they look like they're a little chunk, then you know what, and it's time they're supposed to eat, I'll feed them a fucking little smaller. It's not a big deal. I want to keep them eating, but I'll regulate their food to fucking, regulate fucking their healthy size. But for the most part, I don't have to do that, because I fucking go up when I actually should go up, and I stay on that size until I should move up to the next size. I totally get it. You only got 2 or 3 fucking ball pythons, and you've got them in, you got 2 or 3 different fucking sizes. I totally get why you want to feed all of those rodents off before you go up to the next size, and that's totally fine. That's not going to hurt nothing a bit. It just means that you're going to take a little longer to put them up on a bigger size than if you had a bunch like me. You got snakes many snakes as I do. I don't have to worry about it. I can fucking boom, you're ready to go up, and I'm not, I've got other snakes I can feed those rodents off to. You know what I mean? I'm not stuck with a bunch of fucking small rodents either, because I've got the snakes to cover it. When you only got 3-4 snakes, and and you got 2 different sizes, and only one fucking snake, say, eating rat pops, Well, guess what? That one's gonna get a lot more rat pups than somebody else that's got 4 or 5, got fucking say 10 snakes. Fucking those rat pups will all get eaten up by those 10 snakes, as opposed to somebody that's got 2 snakes that are eating fucking rat pups. And I guarantee you, fucking by the time they get fucking through a 25 fucking bag of fucking pups, they'll definitely be ready to go on to weans. Cause normally fucking I feed 4 to 5 rat pups. And normally then I go to wean rats. I'll fucking start with the smaller size wean rats in the wean rat package. And I'll start with those. And once fucking I get one of those in it, then I go to the normal fucking, the average size wean rats, and then start feeding them. But once I go to weaned rats, I feed every 2 weeks. But that's just me. I know there are people out there that feed wean rats every 7 days, and that's fine. But I've got snakes that wouldn't be fine. They would fucking get fat if I fed them wean rats every 7 days. But that's just those snakes. I have other snakes that I could feed them every fucking 7 days, and they'd be fine. It depends on the snake. Some grow long and narrow, and some grow short and stocky. And will grow short, stocky, and then get big, eventually. But some get long and narrow first, and then start filling out. And then you got others that just stay short and stocky, and they slowly gain stockiness and length all together. It depends. Depends on the parents and the genes. How's your leopard doing? How's your albino and your leopard doing? I see fucking the albino fucking picture the other day. I liked it. And I don't remember what you called them. Troll fucking names, I think. Something like that. If I had little kids at the house still, fucking I'd know all that shit too still. What a difference. I grew up watching Dumbo and fucking Winnie the Pooh and, Branch and Poppy. There you go. I talked to Evie last night. Everything's doing good with Evie. Evie picked up 2 more snakes. She went by. She said every day, either when she goes to work or when she goes to her dad's to visit her dad, fucking she passes this little mom and pop fucking pet store, and she said she stopped in the other day and they had fucking bunch of fucking bearded dragons somebody dropped off, fucking, and 2 ball pythons, one all white with black eyes, a black-eyed Lewistic, and a normal. And she said somebody just dropped them off in a 10-gallon tank, you know what I mean? Basically fucking surrendered them, basically, by the sounds. So Evie said she went home and it fucking bugged her fucking, thinking about them 2 snakes. Fucking Evie went down and she got both them snakes for $150. She offered them $150 for them 2 snakes, and they let her take them. They let her take them. I thought that was cool. So she's got to be fucking like 12 to 14 snakes now. But, and she goes, am I crazy? And I said, no, not if not if fucking that's what you're into. Evie's got no kids. Fucking, she's got a cat, and I don't know if she's got any other animals, but she's got just herself, and it's like fucking fuck no. You do you. Fuck, if I was a millionaire and I had fucking endless, I'm not saying that she is, I'm just saying this is a different conversation now. But me personally, if I fucking was rich or I had a bunch of fucking money, I'd fucking take in all the fucking animals I could, and I'd be more than happy to do it, and I would spend all that money on taking care of them animals. Wouldn't bother me a bit. I can't think of anything better to do with money. than to fucking take care of animals. You know? And that's what I would do. I'd literally fucking, I'd fucking take in animals. I'd fucking buy a big piece of property and I'd fucking take animals in. That would be that's my dream job. And that's about as close to a zoo, working at a zoo as you could, fucking, but that would be even better because it'd be like running a fucking zoo then. You know, I'd like taking horses, you know, some dogs. Ain't many exotic animals around here, you know what I mean? So it's not like fucking, I mean, I would love to take in exotic animals. I don't think I'd be much into birds though. You know, I love my bird, and my bird's great with me, but those big parrots fucking, they don't like you. They don't like you. And there ain't nothing you can do to make them like you. And most of them parrots, once they bond with somebody, that's it. They don't bond with anybody else. That's why those parrots are really, you know, not really a good thing to get into. You know, because really, I recommend anybody, if you're going to get a fucking big parrot like an Amazon, you know, or a Makar or a Go Makar or anything like that, I would go get an older adult bird. But the downside of that is chances are that fucking bird's already bonded with somebody else, and you could bond with it, or it could take a long time, or it could never bond with you. And literally every time you go to fucking clean it and all that, it can fucking try to bite you. Hey, we were just talking about you. I was just telling Evan how you picked those 2 snakes up at the mom and pop pet store. Said you got to be up to 12 to 14 now. And I told him how fucking you go, am I crazy? And I said, fuck no. No, not saying that you're rich, but personally, if I was rich and had a bunch of money, that's what I would do with all my money. I would fucking take in animals that needed homes. You know what I mean? I definitely would. I would love to spend my money on taking care of animals. And it wouldn't bother me. I can't think of a fucking better thing to spend money on. You know what I mean? Honestly, it's not a waste to me. Money that goes towards animals, there's no waste. You know, it's just like fucking my kids growing up. Yes, it sometimes sucks to have to spend that money, but you know what I mean? Once I put in that big food bill, I don't think about the money. I'm thinking about all the food that I got coming, and now I ain't got to worry about fucking food for months. That's what I think about when I pay the fucking big money for a food bill. There's only a good feeling after, because I know I don't have to worry about food for fucking 2-3 months. You know? So it is a great feeling. You know, and I tell people, oh, I just put in a $400 order. Fucking, you know, and I go, man, fucking right. I don't have to fucking worry about food for a while. And they go, what the fuck? Holy fuck, how long is that going to last? I go, oh, you know, 2-3 months. That's it? Holy fuck, man. What the fuck? No way I would fucking do that. And I go, yeah, that's why I'm me and you're you. You know, I'm fucking love doing that. Fucking, I would much rather fucking spend $400 to feed my animals than $400 to fix my fucking truck. You know, even though, yes, it's nice to have a vehicle and all that, but I do look at that fucking money. Anything that I ever spend on fucking my vehicles, I always think about the fucking money. You know what I mean? I'm never, after, like I am when I fucking pay $400, $300-400 for fucking food. I'm fucking ecstatic. I'm happy. I don't even think about the money. It's all fucking awesome. I don't have to worry about nothing for a while. Fucking my truck, it's like, well, I can't believe it fucking cost me $400 fucking dollars. You know what I mean? months of it. You know, fucking one little thing triggers fucking, you know, brings me back to, I just spent $400 on my fucking truck. But I fucking spend $400 fucking every couple fucking months on food, and it doesn't bother me. I've been doing it for fucking 6 years. You know, granted, I haven't always had 40 snakes, but I've had 40 snakes for quite a while. I've had fucking 20 snakes fucking for at least the last 3 years. I've had 20 or more. So, you figure it out. Fucking, you know. man, and in all the different sizes I gotta have. You know, that's the other thing, man. Fucking, you know, it's not like I buy one kind, one size. I'm buying fucking extra large mouse. I'm buying pups, wing rats, small rats, and medium rats. You know, I'm fucking getting it shoved right up my fucking wazoo. Fucking, you know, that's the downsides of having all these snakes is all the different sizes I gotta have. You know, and I was before this fucking last fucking 2 clutches, I had pretty much everything on small fucking rats, everything. And everything pretty much went up to medium rats all together too. Because like I said, there's always some small medium rats that are in the package that I could give snakes that the regular size mediums would be a little too big for, but the small mediums that are in there are perfect. You know, so and all it takes is one meal of those, and then the next fucking meal, 3 weeks from then, I can go to the normal size mediums in there because that snake's fucking already grown enough to where the next size up, you know, that normal size mediums are okay now. They're slightly larger than him, but not like to the point where I worry. You know, no, you don't need to go out. Hey, we got 6 likes. Oh, that was Evie because my wife gave me my number 5. How are you doing today, Evie? I woke up to fucking frozen water, frozen fucking pipes, and then I keep a space heater in my fucking, and I made a fucking insulated box. You know, it's about, I don't know, 4 feet wide by probably 3 feet deep. You know, with my blue holding tank, my water, you know, fucking for fresh water tank, and then I got the pump in that well house, and it's all insulated up. Well, it got cold enough last night that it fucking froze up. Well, I always keep like this little fucking heater in there that all I gotta do is plug it in, and normally within fucking 10 minutes the water comes back on because it thaws it out in there. Well, got water back on, think nothing of it. All of a sudden the water goes out again, and I go, what the fuck? And I go over and I look, yeah, it's still plugged in, and I'm going, what in the fuck? Well, an hour later, still no water, and I go, that's fucking strange, because normally it's only like fucking 20 minutes tops of that running in that box, and the water normally comes right back on. And I'm like, it's been an hour, and it's still not fucking running, so I'm thinking that the fucking thing's not working. So I go and I have to fucking peel open the front of the fucking box. I look, yeah, the fucking thing's running, but what happened is the power strip that I plugged the cord into, it tripped the fucking power strip. So the thing's working, but the power strip was tripped because my wife made coffee. So all I ended up doing is fucking having to come back in here and hit the fucking trip the fucking breaker. But because fucking I had been without water for so long, I said, fuck that, I'm not fucking around. And I grabbed the heater for my fucking snake room when the power goes out. I took that fucker out, fucking stuck that in there, and it was fucking only ran fucking 5 minutes. Because that thing fucking run at 86 degrees. Fucking, which is perfect. So it's not too hot, there's no flame. So I can stick it right inside that box, close it up, fucking turn that fucker on, 86 degrees, fucking 10 minutes, boom, fucking heat water's running again. Good, pull that back out, and then stuck that little heater in there. And tonight, probably when I go to bed, I'll just fucking probably plug that little heater in. Because that little heater I got's this fucking big. I mean, it's tiny. And, you know, and there's no actual, like, flame. It's just like a fucking heat coil. So I might just actually let that run tonight. Because tonight's the last cold night here. Then it's all going to be above 0 after tonight. So, and Christ fucking next week's going to be 35 again. It's fucked up too, because 4 days ago it was fucking 48 degrees here. And no snow. And then the next day, we got the 3 inches of snow. That's all I got for snow here, 3 inches. And it's fucking been so cold, it's so light and fluffy, it's gonna melt like nothing. As soon as we get fucking that 35 degree day, it probably half the fucking snow all be gone. Oh, Evie's gone. I didn't see that till just now. Guess it's just you and me, Evan. So how much snow did you end up getting, Evan? You got more snow than us? We got 3 inches on the ground, that's it. It's really not even enough to really go over the top of my boot. You know what I mean? Barely. About very top of my fucking toe of my boot. I didn't even bother fucking cleaning the driveway up. That's all we got. There was bare ground until we got that 3 inches of snow. So I said, fuck it. It's 2 o'clock. Well, that's probably going to be it for today, since nobody really around, which is fine. I get it. Don't blame you. I'd be doing fucking something too. But I think everybody's fucking pretty much got cold weather. I think everybody does. Christ, fucking, my wife's fucking, Caroline's father lives down in Florida. Fucking, they got fucking, they already had like fucking 6 inches of snow last night. And it was 25 fucking degrees. Can you imagine all the animals in Florida that are fucking, probably gonna fucking croak? And it looks like they got a couple days of cold weather too. So it's not like it's just one, you know, a few hours and then the warm weather comes back in. So, but cheers everyone. Thank you everybody who did watch. And I hope everybody has a good day. And maybe I'll be back tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But I hope everybody has a great day. We talk to you later. Cheers.